The Bible says, "He who finds a good wife finds blessing in the Lord." Now, before we get to this verse and what this has to do with SLF, I want to talk to you about SLF because, guys, this is an anime that I have not paid attention to in quite a long time. I have seen the bird face on Crunchyroll, and I don't know, something about the initial poster just never inspired me to click on it, so I never did. But man, what an anime. Like, I have enjoyed watching this anime so much. It's crazy because there's so much to discover, so much to look forward to in terms of development, not only of the character but the world itself, that I mean, I just can't help but to wait for the next episode that I can watch. And to be honest, I don't understand why this isn't like in the top 3 animes, up there with One Piece and Bleach. Like, it's crazy. I'm actually mad that out of all the friends that I have that watch anime, none of them recommended this anime to me. Like, it's wild. But anyways, so this anime is a anime based on virtual reality. You have these characters that are logged into this game, and in the game they're, discovering the world, getting upgrades, all that good stuff. Unlike most animes that you see of this genre, they're not stuck there. They log in and they log out, and it's fine. It's purely based on enjoying the game, which is something that you don't see quite often in the genre itself. But anyways, so Sonraku, who is the main character in this scene, stood out to me because of what happens between him and a female love interest. Right? There's this scene, he's about to face like this super OP boss, and he's questioning himself whether he should fight it or not. Why? Well, first of all, you need to understand that this character is the type of character that enjoys like fighting, testing himself. He's not so much the one that thinks about like strategies when it comes to like the overall kind of like getting an advantage on different players. He's more so focused on enjoying the game and the experience that it has to offer. But in this moment, he has lost himself. He is not able he's not able to move forward with the fight right at the second, because as you can see here, he is stuck. He is stuck in his thoughts. He's stuck in doubt. He doesn't know if he should fight this monster, not because he's afraid, but because he is with this other love interest who's part of another party. And if he does fight him and they do win, then there's gonna be new things that are unlocked, new information that's going to be shared that may put him at a disadvantage, or his clan at a disadvantage long term. And the cool thing about this whole thing is that the female character here, she notices that he is hesitant, that he's not himself. And so she decides to give him a pep talk, to snap him out of it, to remind him who he is. And in doing so, she tells him that whenever she is hesitant when it comes to fighting, by the way, that's her, the one here with the armor. She doesn't look like a girl, but she is. You hear it in her voice. But anyway, she gives him this pep talk where she tells him, like, whenever I'm faced with a situation that I'm scared of, and by the way, she doesn't quite know what he's thinking about. She tells him that she looks for the sun, for the ray of the sun in the darkness. And she goes forth and she tries her best, whether she loses or she wins, right? So all her focus right now is that she sees this man that she likes. He is not being himself, and all her focus right now is reminding him who he is. And this to me was just like, wow, what a powerful moment. I don't think that many people really understand how important this is. Not so much like in the anime, although yes, of course, but more so in real life when it comes to your partner, when it comes to your wife. You want a wife like this. You want a wife that knows you. You want a wife that cares for you. You want a wife that's there for you in the good and also in the bad. And in those times when you are hesitant, when you don't think you can do it or not, that she is there to remind you of who you are and what you are capable of, right? That supportive partner that can push you beyond what you could ever dream of. That is an essential part of a good wife and a good partner for life. And I know that a lot of people didn't get all that from this scene, but that is what I saw when I saw this one scene. And her pep talk works because in her talking to him, as we can see here, his chains are broken in an anime-like fashion. He remembers who he is, and he decides to face this boss and give us a freaking amazing fight that don't ruin it, I'm still going through it now, by the way. And then he says this one last thing that I want to share with you that was also like crazy profound that I think a lot of people missed. Nothing wrong with thinking long term. But what's the point if it chains you down? Bro, boom. Now, obviously, this was impactful in the anime, but man, that thinking is such a truth that we all need to hold on to ourselves. Like, this is an amazing truth that's shared in the anime, but man, think about it in your own life and what that means for you and for me and for everyone. Like, this is such a profound thing that a lot of people miss out in life, and that is that yes, we should plan for the future. Not enough people plan for the future. Yes, do plan for the future. However, don't plan for the future at the expense of you losing today, you not enjoying today. And it's okay to sacrifice for some time. However, there are people that maybe sacrifice for 10, 15 years, 20 years so that they can retire in their 40s or maybe in their 50s. And all of those relationships that they could have been building in their 20s and their 30s are gone, are destroyed. And once they're actually able to retire, they're able to enjoy the fruits of their labor, guess what? There's no one there to enjoy it with them. So this is so profound because at the end of the day, life is short. Life is a fleeting moment. It's a dust in the wind, as the Bible says. And you have to find that balance. Yes, plan for the future, but also enjoy your loved ones and enjoy today because you're never going to get that time back. So, all of this to say, I'm enjoying this anime. If you have not checked it out, definitely check it out for yourself. Let me know what you've thought about this anime if you watched it. If not, what are you waiting for? All right, guys, that's all that I have for you today. As always, just want to remind you that we must persevere. Peace.